The coffee you drank this morning to get energy probably robbed you of energy instead. And it wasn't even the coffee's fault. It was the fault of what you ate with it. Hello, I'm Dr. Akio Matsumoto. I've been studying nutrition and cellular energy for over 40 years, and there's something that fascinates me. Most people drink coffee specifically to get more energy, but then they combine it with foods that completely block the coffee's effect. Not only that, they create a chemical reaction in their stomach that leaves them more tired than before they drank the coffee. Coffee itself isn't the problem. In fact, coffee has incredible benefits when consumed correctly. The problem is the combinations. Certain foods, when mixed with coffee in your stomach, create three devastating effects. 1. They block caffeine absorption, so you don't get the energy boost. 2. They interfere with the absorption of essential nutrients like iron, so your body can't produce cellular energy. 3. They cause a sugar spike followed by a brutal crash, so you end up more tired than when you started. And these foods are in every breakfast. They're the most common combinations people make without knowing. Toast with coffee, cereal with coffee, yogurt with coffee, oatmeal with coffee. Everyone thinking, I'm eating well, I'm drinking coffee, I should have energy. But by 10 a.m., they're exhausted. They need another coffee and another, and they never understand why. 3 months ago, a patient came into my office. David Miller, 64 years old, retired businessman. He told me, Doctor, I drink 3 cups of coffee a day and I still have no energy. In fact, I feel like the more coffee I drink, the more tired I am. I asked him, what do you eat for breakfast? Toast with butter and jam, and my coffee, obviously. Lunch? A sandwich with coffee. Afternoon snack? Cookies with coffee. I told him, David, it's not that the coffee isn't working. It's that you're actively blocking its effect with every food you choose. He looked at me confused. But doctor, they're just normal foods. Bread, sandwiches, cookies. What's wrong with them? I explained something that completely changed the way he ate. Certain refined carbohydrates, when combined with coffee, create a compound in your stomach called acrylamide. This compound doesn't just block caffeine, it also damages your mitochondria, the energy factories in your cells. Additionally, coffee has tannins. Tannins bind to iron from food and make it impossible to absorb. Without iron, your body can't transport oxygen. Without oxygen, there's no cellular energy. I asked David to change just one thing, what he eats with his coffee. Not to quit coffee, not to eat less, just to change the combinations. In 1 week, he called me, Doctor, I have more energy than I've had in years, and I'm only drinking 1 cup of coffee a day. In a month, I don't need naps. I don't get the 3 p.m. crash. My mind is clear all day. Today, David is going to do something different. He's going to show you his before and after, but in a specific way. He's going to describe exactly how he felt after eating those bad combinations versus how he feels now. Because you need to understand that this is immediate. These aren't results in weeks, it's in hours. You can feel the difference the same day. And after that, I'm going to reveal the 4 exact foods you should never eat with coffee. And most importantly, what to eat instead to enhance coffee's effect rather than block it. If you drink coffee every day but still feel tired, if you need more and more coffee to feel anything, if you get that brutal afternoon crash, this is for you. I have David on the line, and he's going to be very specific about the symptoms. Let me call him.
Hello, Dr. Matsumoto. I'm here.
David, I love your energy. That's exactly what I want you to talk about. Tell them what your mornings used to feel like. Be very specific about the timeline.
Absolutely. Hello, everyone. David Miller here, 64 years old. Let me paint you a picture of my typical morning 3 months ago, and I want you to tell me if this sounds familiar. 7 a.m., wake up, feel groggy, make coffee immediately. Black coffee, 2 cups. 7:15 a.m., toast pops up. 2 slices of whole wheat bread with butter and strawberry jam. Eat it with my coffee. 7:45 a.m. feel a little buzz from the caffeine. Think, okay, the coffee's working. 8:30 a.m. the buzz is completely gone. Actually feel more tired than when I woke up. Brain feels foggy. 9 a.m. make another cup of coffee. Need it desperately. 10:30 a.m. exhausted again. Can barely focus. People ask me questions and I have to ask them to repeat themselves. This was my life. Every single day. And I blamed my age. I thought, well, I'm 64, this is just how it is now. But here's what I didn't know, Aunt. Dr. Matsumoto explained this to me in a way that made everything click when I ate that toast with my coffee. Here's what was happening in my stomach. The refined carbs from the bread were spiking my blood sugar immediately. My body released a massive dose of insulin to handle it. That insulin spike did two things. First, it blocked the caffeine receptors in my brain. So even though caffeine was in my system, it couldn't work properly. Second, the insulin crashed my blood sugar about 90 minutes later. That's why I felt more tired at 8:30 than at 7 o'clock. But wait, it gets worse. The tannins in the coffee were binding to any iron in my digestive system. Iron is essential for carrying oxygen to your cells. No oxygen, no energy. So not only was the caffeine blocked, I was also becoming iron deficient with every coffee on toast combo.
And what did you change specifically?
Dr. Matsumoto told me, David, drink your coffee alone. Wait 30 minutes. Then eat, but eat the right food. So here's my new routine. 7 a.m. wake up. Drink my coffee, just coffee, nothing else. No food. 7:30 a.m. Now I eat. But instead of toast, I have eggs with avocado and spinach, or Greek yogurt with nuts and berries. Foods with protein and healthy fats. And here's what happened, I'm not exaggerating. 7:45 a.m. the caffeine kicks in. But it's different. It's smooth, clear, focused, not jittery. Last year I still have energy, still focused. No crash, no brain fog. 12 p.m. still going strong. Don't even think about needing more coffee. 3 p.m. that afternoon slump I used to get, gone. Completely gone. The first week I did this, I kept waiting for the crash. It never came. I told my wife something's different. I feel awake. Actually awake. Not fake awake from coffee, she said. You seem sharper. More like yourself. And here's the thing, I'm drinking less coffee now. Just 1 cup in the morning. Sometimes a second cup mid-morning if I feel like it. But I don't need it. Before, I was drinking 3 or 4 cups and still felt tired. Now 1 cup does more than 4 used to do, because I'm not blocking it anymore.
Tell them what happened when you tested it, when you went back to the old combination.
About a month in, I was curious. I thought, was it really the food combination, or was it something else? So one morning I tested it. I had my coffee with toast, just like I used to. Within 90 minutes I felt it. That foggy, exhausted feeling, that need for more coffee, that inability to focus. It was unmistakable. It wasn't my imagination. It was direct cause and effect. I haven't made that mistake again. If you're listening to this and you're drinking coffee with bread, with cereal, with pastries, you're sabotaging yourself. You're spending money on coffee that isn't working. You're feeling tired when you shouldn't be. And the fix is so simple. Don't give up coffee. Just change WHENU, drink it and what you eat with it. Listen to what Dr. Matsumoto tells you. The 4 foods to avoid. The timing, the better alternatives. This works immediately. You'll feel it the same day.
Perfect, David. That description of the timeline, that's exactly what people need to understand.
Thank you, Doctor. You gave me my energy back, and I didn't have to give up my coffee.
What David described isn't subjective, it's pure biochemistry. Let me explain exactly what happens when you combine coffee with the wrong foods. Coffee contains caffeine, but it also contains compounds called tannins and polyphenols. These compounds are incredibly beneficial. They're antioxidants, they protect your brain, they improve your metabolism, but they also have a unique characteristic. They bind to minerals like iron, zinc, and calcium. When that happens, those minerals can't be absorbed. They simply pass through your system without being used. And without iron, your body can't produce hemoglobin. Without hemoglobin, your blood doesn't transport oxygen efficiently. Without oxygen, your cells can't generate energy. That's why you feel tired despite drinking coffee. But that's only half the problem. The other half is refined carbohydrates. When you eat bread, cereals, cookies, or any processed carbohydrate with coffee, your body experiences a massive insulin spike. That insulin blocks adenosine receptors in your brain, the same receptors that caffeine needs to function. Result: caffeine can't work properly. You feel tired despite having it in your system. Now, let me reveal the 4 foods you should never eat with coffee. Food number 1: bread and bakery products, toast, bagels, muffins, croissants. Why it's terrible: refined carbohydrates that cause immediate insulin spike, block caffeine receptors, cause energy crash 60 to 90 minutes later. The combination creates acrylamide, toxic compound that damages mitochondria. What happens in your body? Your sugar spikes fast. Insulin blocks caffeine. Sugar crashes. You end up more tired than before the coffee. Food. Number 2: sweetened cereals or instant oatmeal. Why it's terrible: added sugars plus processed carbs equals double insulin spike. Coffee's tannins block iron absorption from fortified cereals. Brutal energy crash after 1 to 2 hours. What happens in your body? Cereal is already problematic alone. Adding coffee multiplies the problem. You block caffeine and you block iron. Double hit to your energy. Food number 3: milk or dairy creamers, including lattes. Why it's terrible: milk proteins, casein, bind to coffee's polyphenols, blocks up to 40% of coffee's beneficial antioxidants. The combination can cause intestinal inflammation in sensitive people, slows caffeine absorption, delayed and weakened effect. What happens in your body? Caffeine takes longer to work, the effect is weaker, and you lose coffee's antioxidant benefits. Food number 4: citrus fruits or acidic juices. Why it's terrible: citric acid increases coffee's acidity, can cause reflux and stomach discomfort, interferes with caffeine absorption in the intestine. Fruit sugars cause the same insulin spike. What happens in your body? Your stomach becomes too acidic. Caffeine absorption slows or blocks. You end up with stomach discomfort and no energy. Now, I know what you're thinking. So what can I eat with my coffee? Here's the answer: the right way to drink coffee for maximum energy. Rule number 1: timing, most important. Drink your coffee alone. No food. Wait 30 minutes before eating. Why? So caffeine is fully absorbed without interference. Rule number 2: when you eat, choose proteins and healthy fats. Best options: eggs, scrambled, boiled, any form. Avocado nuts and seeds, almonds, walnuts, chia. Greek yogurt without sugar. Smoked salmon, spinach, or other green vegetables. Why they work: they don't cause insulin spikes, they don't block caffeine, they provide stable energy for hours. Rule number 3: if you're going to drink coffee after eating, wait at least 1 hour after a meal rich in iron, red meat, spinach, legumes. Coffee's tannins can block up to 60% of iron if taken together. Look, coffee is one of the most powerful tools for energy and brain health, but only if you use it correctly. Millions of people are sabotaging their own coffee, spending money on something that isn't giving them benefits because they're combining it wrong. Pause. And then they think, coffee doesn't work for me, or I need more coffee. No, you don't need more coffee. You need to stop blocking it. Do the test that David did. 1 week. Drink your coffee alone in the mornings. Wait 30 minutes. Then eat protein and healthy fats and observe. You'll feel the difference immediately. More energy, more mental clarity. No crashes, no need for multiple cups. If this video opened your eyes about your coffee, subscribe to this channel right now. Every week I share information like this. Things your doctors don't tell you. Things that can change your energy and health immediately. Hit subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and share this with someone who drinks coffee every day and is still tired. This information can change how they feel every day. Do it tomorrow. Coffee alone. Wait 30 minutes. Eat well. Your coffee isn't the problem. The combinations are the problem. Fix the combinations and get your energy back. See you in the next episode.